Chance is the embodiment of Roblox's absurd obsession with gacha and RNG games, brought to life as a survivor in Forsaken. His entire kit is complex yet easy to understand. But just like his name, everything revolves around luck. And much like gacha and RNG games, his gameplay is addictive, fun, and incredibly risky. So it's no surprise that he's one of the most popular survivors, currently the second most used in the game. And with that, so many people maining him, there are bound to be plenty of stereotypes tied to his different skins. Before we start, a quick reminder, this video is just for fun and laughs. Don't take it seriously. Alright, with that out of the way, let's begin. These guys saw Chance's name, got curious, and realized his entire kit is based on luck on RNG. So, just like the brain rot gacha and RNG Roblox players they are, they immediately bought him without actually understanding his passive. Or they just like how he looks because, let's be honest, he actually looks very sharp. They'll be confused about why they sometimes spawn with 80 HP and other times 100. They never use hat fix or reroll. They only get one charge of luck and they always waste it on their gun, only to be shocked when it either refuses to shoot or backfire. And of course, they're always the ones who die first or second, getting wiped out early by the killer because they have no clue what they're doing. Okay, let's be honest here. You got this skin by accident. You were in the middle of a chase, flipped a coin, and somehow landed a successful shot on a killer, and now you are here. Or you're just a massive fan of ultrakill and really wanted the skin. These players fall into two categories. The worst aim ever known to mankind, they'll miss every shot, waste their luck, and die miserably to the killer because of it. Or an actual assassin. These guys can snipe the killer across the map, stopping chases before they even begin. And the killer never see them coming. And there is no in between. Damn, dude, you really wanna flex like that? I mean, the skin is literally what, 100 coins? Players who bought and used these had some leftover change after buying Chance, so they went for the cheapest skin in the game. Literally. And honestly, they're almost the same as the default Chance, and the only difference are that they sometimes remember to use hat fix, they always flip the coin even in the middle of the chase, which is stupid because they're actively screwing themselves over by stacking the weakness debuff every time they land a tail. And for some reason, their gun always explode in the wrong time, and you can guess where that goes. You are the unluckiest player alive. You actually know when to flip coin and when not to, but it doesn't matter because luck is never on your side. You either 1. Get tails 10 to 15 times before hitting a hit, and you never even have a chance to use hat fix because the killer is always on your ass. 2. Really wanted the skin, but couldn't even reach weakness 10 because the killer somehow targets you 24/7. These players actually know what they're doing, but luck just decides to say, screw you, I am not giving. These players are starting to get the hang of Chance's playstyle. They now always charge their luck to max, which is 3. They've learned to use hat fix when their weakness stats gets too high. They understand how reroll works and use it when they get a bad HP stat. But they still flip a coin mid-chase, still miss 70% of their shots, and they still prefer to go solo. Well, yeah, you just gotta watch them learn, I guess. Players who use this skin really like how it looks, and honestly, I'm one of them. These players love sticking with their team, especially when there's an elite around. They barely use their gun, only pulling it out when a specific person they're protecting is being chased. They rarely touch generators if a teammate already working on one. Instead, they patrol the area, keeping watch for any killers nearby. They're basically the personal bodyguards of the team, but for one specific person. These guys prefer white over black, which is probably why they picked this skin. You'll usually find them playing with their friends, and 80% of the time, that friend is either an Elliot or a Bilderman. Wait, isn't that just a mythic girlfriend from TF2? Okay, I don't know about you, but Every time I see someone playing this skin, there's always going to be an idiot following them. Like, I don't know if they're friends or not, but most of the time they seems to be random. Either way, these guys are actually a pretty good shooter. Their aim is pretty good. They always take care of their team, and they always do generators. Actually, they're the ones who actually do the generators while the others just stand around or something. Like, yeah, these guys are just pretty interesting to watch. Players who got the skin actually and finally understand how chances, abilities, and passive work. They've learned when to flip a coin and when not to, and they're no longer just gambling for fun. Now they stick with their team, always trying to keep them safe from the killer with their flintlocks. If the killer chasing someone, they'll do their best to stop them. Sometimes they succeed and sometimes they don't. But hey, at least they are self-aware and have actual control over their actions. And for that effort, they have been rewarded with the skin. Okay, so why do you guys always have the worst luck possible? Like, they could have a full charge of luck, but somehow, someway, the moment they need to pull it out, their gun jams or explodes while the killer is rushing towards them. Their luck is so unbelievably bad that it can make the entire lobby stop in shock just looking at them like that. Like, wow, your luck are so bad. Okay, it's my turn to become the kill. What was that? Why is there so many of you? For some reason, 80% of the time, there are always at least 3 or 4 of these guys in a match. And believe me, they will hunt you down just for fun. So if you're playing John Doe or Cool Kid, you better have some good dodging skills, because if you can't dodge their precise shoots and coordinated attacks, you're just gonna have a very bad time. These guys are so insanely coordinated that even SEAL Team 6 would shed tears. And just like my Noob and Shedlesky Stereotypes videos, these guys are now fully determined to get milestone 4. And for some reason, they are very attached to their gun, to a concerning degree. They will rush to the nearest generator, completing it alone, just to squeeze out as much XP as possible. And sometimes they help their teammate that are being chased, but trust me, I put quotations on sometimes. They will max out their luck charge, hunt down the killer just to use their gun, regardless if the killer is chasing someone or not. Why? Because they want the experience to get to milestone 4. They sometimes can be irritating to play with, but they can also sometimes be a good teammate. These guys really think that just because the gun has a different model, it also has a different hitbox. It doesn't have a different hitbox, buddy. Oh, and for the love of God, stop standing still in the open. I don't know what is with these players, but they seem way too into doing the killers. They'll stand in the middle of the map with a full luck charge, just waiting for the kill to rush at them, and the moment they see the killer sprint toward them, they go for the shot. But 90% of the time, the killer just moves left or right, and they got absolutely obliterated. Like, dude, have some self-awareness for once. So what happens if you combine Hakari from JJK and V2 from ultrakill? You get this guy. They have sometimes mastered their shot precision. They are always sometimes careful with their coin flips. They sometimes never overextend and never miss when given a chance. Sometimes they will always be the reason why you lost the match. Sometimes, and no matter how unlucky they are, they will always find a way out of the bad situation. sometimes, just like RNG games and gacha games, they are a 50-50 when it comes to their skills. But it's mostly on their luck. Sometimes they got a very bad luck, and sometimes they got a very good luck. And when they got a good luck, they will always be the great teammate to have on your team. And so, we're at the end of the video. Thank you all for supporting me on this journey with my Stereotypes videos. It seems you guys actually are wondering why are my Stereotypes are so accurate? Well, it's because I actually play the game. And so, for our next Stereotypes video, I'll be taking a look at one of the killers. And I think I'm gonna go for cool kill. Ow! Oh!